Ocean City Yu-Gi-Oh!
What's up, everyone, from Ocean City Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm here with Jaden, who just won a remote duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament for January 29th using Orcus Runick. But without further ado, Jaden, let's see this deck profile.
Alright, I'm gonna start out with the Orcus Package. We got 3 gears here, the best card in the deck, and it's a resource, so you just need to max out on it. Newly limited Orcus Harpor.
Harpor, yeah,
That's a good
fresh
card.
off the ban list. Oh yeah, by the way, can you turn the cards around, like facing the
Oh,
camera?
yeah, sorry.
Thank you. I know a lot of people are happy with that card coming off the list, bringing some
Oh,
nostalgia
yeah.
back.
And supplement it, we got 3 Orcus Nightmare. Now, I've considered playing 2, but I like bricking, so I'm playing 3. But sometimes you just need it because you want to see an Orcus name that you can discard that gets you the full combo.
Makes sense.
And for the one-ofs, we got World Wand, Skeleton, and the searchable spell traps return, and Crescendo. I'm not really playing.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. I'll
It just moved me.
edit that part out.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the Orcus package. Pairs really well with the Runick cards because you can just discard any of your soft bricks, or even Crescendo, and then you can discard Harpor for your Hugin. And it's just like so value because if they ash the Hugin, then you just get to do Orca stuff and still draw cards. That's it for the Orcus package. Next is we're just gonna show the Runick lineup. Got 2 Fountain, because yeah, max you can possibly play. 3 Tip, because it's Pot of Greed. 3 Flashing Fire. Oh no, these are freaking curses. These are Flashing Fire. Sorry. 3 Destruction. Just maxing out on all the good ones.
So,
Slumber, and lastly, I play 2 Dispelling too, because it's the only other one that does something, even if it's a little bit not as good. So I think 18 Runick spells total. Nah, 17. And because you really
nice.
want to see at least one Runick spell to start getting your engine going. And lastly is the non-engine. I got Bestials. Now you'll see why these are in here later. They're kind of half engine, half non-engine. They weren't very good for me today because nobody was playing Later Darks. And I play 3 Talents. Talents, such a good card. There's like it's like draw when you need it. It's insurance when you need it to rip the hand, and sometimes it just wins the game automatically when you get to take control of opponent's monster. So good for this deck. And lastly, I play 3 Ash. It's just pretty useful against pretty much every deck, and you draw a bunch of cards, so you'll always see it, especially against Brandon. That's it for the non-engine. And I move on to the extra deck. We start out with our Runick Fusions. I only play 1 Hugin because I don't have a second Hugin, and you don't really need it because you draw enough cards off the Orcus package that if it gets negated, you can usually just grind with Orcus cards. Sleipnir, he's like SP, the second one, and prevents people from just crashing into your own SP. And Gary's very important because you can add back the field spell, and he's a dark Runick that you can summon when you're Orcus locked. Next onto the links, a lot of links. We got Link Rebo. You need to have this in your extra deck for the Girsu, just to link off the tokens so you can make a Galatea whenever you need to. or SP, that too. We got 2 Galate and a 1 Girsu. It's for your Orcus links. Galate has MVP, can't ash it, plays around Droll, sets from deck, gets Crescendo, which is a crazy card. And 1 Girsu, he's pretty much just there so you can recycle your stuff in the later game. But very useful and sometimes conditional removal. Next, we got IP, part of your end board usually, for IP into SP. Very strong. Speaking of SP, SP is also very strong because you can make it using your Hugin and your Runick stuff, and it'll get the banish. So ridiculously strong. Nightmare Unicorn is in here because sometimes you just gotta discard a card from your hand and get removal at the same time. Sometimes you have to go through your SP while going second, and then set up IP into Unicorn instead. Next, you got Access Code. Access Code just helps you go for game all the time. Whenever you like skip battle phase, it just makes the math really simple. I'm not sure if you actually really need him, and he's an ugly gold rare. Can't wait for that reprint. And play
Rarity
one
collection.
Dingir because you only really need one. You just slap him on top of your Galatea, get a free non-targeting send, and he protects. He is the GOAT, and he's follow-up. He's literally does everything. We got a Typhon in here because you got to play Typhon. It's just a little extra thing. And he's brothers with Dingirsu, by the way, because they're both Exceeds monsters that slap on top of one monster, so they're brothers. You got to play them. We got Dispatter. You can make this using a Bestial and a Girsu that had 2 more cards in the column. And if you get to make this guy, you're pretty much winning the game every time because he summons back your banished Orcus and he negates your opponent's stuff. You just follow up plus negate. He does everything. And Borload Savage Dragon. I'm going to explain why this is in here. A lot of the time, the main combo you go for is if you have Girsu plus a Runick spell, just normal summon them, go effect, and you chain a Runick spell, putting 2 cards in the same column, making him a tuner. And then you can send Harpor and summon off him and link it off. Link the Nightmare off, send World 1, bring back the Harpor, and then the Galatea shuffles back the World 1, sets return. And you can return to draw 2 cards. And then you have 2 a level 4 tuner, a level 4 non-tuner. You can Savage Dragon, bring back to the Galatea into the spell trap zone. You have an Omni Gate. Plus, you just drew 2 cards, and you have Fountain in hand, presumably, because you just discarded a card. This is like a very strong interaction. And I think that's it for the extra deck. It's a pretty simple deck. It's just really about managing your Orcust resources and just trying to go, just like navigate through boards. It's very, very strong going second. I like it that way. For the side deck, I have triple imperm, just because another hand trap that you sometimes need. And to be honest, I took it out of my main deck just now and didn't really feel like finding something to replace it with. That was actually a better side card. But we got 3 Droll. Gotta play at this format, especially when the new Snake Eyes cards come out. Now we got some interesting ones. We got triple Kurikara.
Okay.
Nobody ever expects it because they're like, oh, Orcus, it dark locks you. But you just like use your Runick cards and bait out their negations and you go, Kurikara. And then you bring out then you just bring their big boss monster out during their end phase and you just win immediately because you traded down all their resources with your Runick cards. And then you get to activate Orcus cards right after. We have triple enemy controller in ultimate rare. Very pretty. If you saw it in the feature match, I used it to change the position of a Nibiru to prevent it from attacking
Over the SP. Yes, I remember that. I've never seen it used in modern Yu-Gi-Oh to make a card go into defense position like that. It's been forever since I've seen that.
Useful. I've actually it's tied. I've used both effects once so far. It's been in my side deck because
It-
in theory you go second, you summon Hugin during their draw phase, and then like okay, I'll imperm, and you just go get wrecked. I have enemy controller and I'm taking your stuff.
right, dodge around it so you could get the effect, dodging the imperm. But
Yeah,
that
very
was
relevant.
extremely relevant though, like putting that nib to defense position so you could keep your SP alive was
Yeah,
great
that
use
was
of the
so
enemy
funny.
controller.
Oh yeah, it was. I was like, do I really want to do that? It's like, oh, I guess I do. I get to save my SP.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it made me not have to use my destruction in hand to uh to summon like another runic guy and like banish it, and it made me have my battle phase left, which is very nice. Lastly, evenly matched, and this is just good against decks that don't put up a negate, like backer decks. You just go to battle phase. You can even clear out negates using your runic spells with Jerry, and then evenly matched just clears up the rest of the board, and you keep playing in main phase two. I've
Awesome.
used it a couple times, not in the tournament,
Okay.
but this is the side deck for now.
Well, awesome. Great deck profile, Jaden. You know, it was really nice to see this deck play out as this really powerful deck, this Orcust Runick deck. But the Runick Orcust. It's but until next time, guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Ocean City Yu-Gi-Oh! And peace out.
Peace.
Yeah. I really gotta give it to my day ones. Do it for my friendos, my grind. I'm feeling a crescendo. Why not? Give it everything I got. My whole team saying this my shot. Yeah, we got a bond, call it 007. My bar Slurpee in the summer, call it 7-Eleven. I used to hezzy with my cross, had him slipping in heaven. The reverend had to stop by just to check for possession. I don't need a reason, I just do it cause I'm blessed with it. Know your boy's dripping, got the sauce, yeah, I'm dressed in it. Even though there's talent on the team, I'm the best with it. Pressed with it, sticking out my chest with it, yeah. Whoa, whoa, that's crazy. Your friend's ghost, call them all Pat Swayze. Whoa, whoa, mind wavy, squad vibes like Jay-Z.